Okay, so the modfather. Final thoughts on this, on the build section. I feel like I covered, excuse me, most of what I wanted to get across with that. I think as far as, wicking it goes, I think a lot of people are just kind of doing something reminiscent of what you would do in something that's smaller. Hopefully this makes sense. But look at this thing, right? It's huge. And this isn't the stock. The stock holds, I believe, 9 milliliters of e-liquid, and that's a lot of juice, but you gotta imagine the weight of that juice. And the way these feed is by pressure. But when you put, let's say you got like a 22 millimeter RTA, aromizer, think that. And, you can kind of get away with a looser wick in there. But the moment you increase that juice capacity by this much, just make sure you put that extra wick in there. And like I said, it comes through, and just make sure they kiss right in the middle. Boom, perfect. What's cool about the modfather is not only does it have this deck, it has a series deck, which in essence doubles your resistance. So if you have a 0.2 ohm coil here, 0.2 ohm coil here, it's going to come out to like 0.4 ohms, which is pretty neat. Also, they have a postless deck for this. They also have an extension kit for this, and this thing is huge. It's like, stands like that tall, massive. Lots of options. Max did an excellent job with this tank. Seriously, one of my favorite tanks. I highly recommend this. For me, it's exactly what I love in a tank. Big size. I love that giant size because when you increase the overall diameter of a tank, you can open up that chimney more and put in a bigger build deck without sacrificing productivity. Without sacrificing juice, the amount of juice you can put in there, juice capacity, if you will, man. 100 watts right now. Let's hit it. With the modfather, I can't express to you how much flavor I'm getting from this tank. A lot of times when you see a bunch of vape, or you feel like the flavor's being muted somewhere, with this, it's just full on flavor. It's really the best of both worlds. Tons and tons of vapor, man. It's crazy. Like, I could fog this room up in a really quick. And it keeps up. It keeps up really well. The overall look of it. This mod, as you can see the plates off of here, I've talked to Trey. I'm trying to see if he can start making the face plates for this. This is the Snow Wolf 218, I think. That's a whole nother video. 218, sure guy. But the plate sucks that comes with this thing. And I took it off and I sent it to Trey from Mink Machine. You can check them out on their Facebook page, Mink Machine Mafia. Hashtag Mink Machine Mafia. I'll put a link in the description to everything I'm talking about, to where you can get the modfather. And also, hopefully he does the plates. I don't know if he's even going to do them, but there's a shot in the dark. I'm like, can you make these plates? Anyway. Also, you can get acrylic tanks. I believe they're acrylic. I could be wrong on that. Double check on that. Tons of information and a great community in the modfather family. It's a closed group. I'll put a link in the description right here. David Gunn, the modfather family, if I didn't mention that clearly. David Gunn seems to be running the show there. I could be wrong with that too. But David Gunn is a hell of a guy. Anytime I've messaged him about anything, he's always gotten back to me. I actually had a few issues with my modfather. When I got the original stock one that came, great. Not an issue at all. Then I went ahead and I got the shorty kit, because I'm a sucker for slamming my tanks. You guys know that. You've been with me a long time. And I got it to slam the tank. And what had happened is my top cap wouldn't thread into it. Yikes. So I did a little video on the modfather family, and everybody's really cool, man. They're just like, dude, you know, like, you're really cool about that. Yeah, definitely. You know, anytime you guys, you know, maybe food for thought out there, you know, don't jump the gun on shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think I got the bad egg out of the thousands. The bad egg, man. You know? Happens. But, you know, and you know, David, quick to get to me, quick to take care of me, great customer service there. Max Spielberg, I talked to him for a minute, and, you know, at first I was like, man, what is taking so long? Turns out that was all my fault, and I can't find you, man. I've been looking for you. I'd love to give you the shout out and thank you for the help, but you know who you are. Thank you very much. He had messaged me, and I didn't see it. I didn't see it for like a week and a half or something like that. It was a long time. But needless to say, that was my bad. I should have been on the ball. I'm pretty bad about checking my messages on Facebook. In Facebook in general. So, yeah. Kudos to them, and they took really good care of me. Super crispy of you guys. Thank you. Also, when I got my Shorty kit replacement, the glass here was spinning, and now I've seen people with the same problem. Now everything was screwed down tight, right? But the glass was spinning. I found out with a cool little fix for that. God. It's crazy. It's a crazy amount of vapor. And I found out a cool little fix for that. So the O-rings that come with it, what I did is I took an old O-ring I had from whatever, just a fairly bigger size one, maybe from a 25 millimeter dripper I have laying around here or something. And what I did is I cut it in 2 pieces, actually 4 pieces. I cut it in 4 pieces. And what I did is I pulled the bottom O-ring out from here. I pulled that bottom O-ring out, and I just laid the pieces. I laid one here, laid one here, laid one on the front, and laid one on the back. And then I laid the other O-ring on top of it. No more. It doesn't spin no more. I couldn't even spin that even if I tried. Quick little fix for anybody out there that might get that issue. I don't know. It may happen. Also, what I like about the modfather is no O-rings. You can't see any O-rings. That's sexy. Sexy, sexy. And that's the kind of airflow I run right there. Just under half, maybe. No, it's close. It's close. If I could say anything about the modfather, highly recommended for me. This thing's got a bitch and drip tip too. It's almost like a top hat. Check that thing out. Really slick looking design on the top. You know, modfather ink all around that. 30, it's huge. It's huge. And like I said, tons of options, which us vapors just love. So, again, I can't say enough good things about the modfather. This is a great tank. And if you're like me and you like large juice capacity, you know, really getting after it, that's the tank. That's the tank for you, for sure. Don't forget, man, fight for your right to vape. It is very important right now. We all got to stick together as a community and do everything we can, man. Everything we can. Go to CASA.org, find out what you can do in your state. Nationwide. Whistleblowers, man. That's what we are. Make some noise. Make some noise. Make some damn noise. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to email me at tjvapingreviews@aol.com or simply comment down below. Let's end this, dude. What? In classic form, dude. Classic form. Blessings, guys. See ya.